What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? Yeah, we doing this for the phone, and the phone is acting real aki. I don't know what's going on. We in the building. We gonna try and get this thing right though. We gonna try and get this thing right. It says auto rotate, but if it ain't gonna act right, we in the building. We in the building. I don't care. Y'all see the wall? Y'all take a look at the wall. Wall of shame. Wall of pride, actually. Wall of pride. That's what it is. Can we say wall of pride? I got questions. Has the word pride taken on a new meaning? I don't know. I got questions. Y'all gonna get to see. Yeah, y'all. It's a lot up there tonight. It's a lot up there. Has the word pride taken on a new? That's not part of the show. It's not. So don't let's not do that. But yeah, y'all come on in. We in here. We in here. We in here. Y'all get to see. Oh yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Y'all see it. Make it do what it do. We gonna get in here and everything like that. Get the live chat started. I feel like we got a great show tonight. I feel like we really do. We got a great show tonight. I think we got a great list of topics this evening. I really do. I think y'all gonna enjoy them. I really do. Y'all know me, it's Wednesday. I like to go and get in and get on out and everything like that. So it's 7. Did I say 7? It's 7. I think I said 7. I think I said 7. Yeah. We'll figure out what I got going on right here. How y'all doing though? Hump day in the USA. Hump day. I wonder what happened to the camel. Y'all remember the camel that used to say hump day? It's hump day. Y'all guess what day? I wonder what happened to the camel. Damn, they got rid of them too fast. But yeah, I feel like we got a really great show tonight. I'm gonna clear up some what I think might be some misunderstandings on my part. What's going on, Big Ronnie? What's going on? What's going on, Big Ronnie? Big Ronnie in the building. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best, to assuage some concerns, address some stuff and everything like that. And I don't necessarily want to say address it to explain myself to people. I guess what I want to do is basically explain why I took such a firm stance the way that I did in regards to our perception of Eve Ewing's Black Panther 2. What's going on, connoisseurs? What's going on? I wanted to get that out there. Shout out to my brother D Real, because he and I chopped it up today and everything like that. And real quick, last year or year before last, I got called a gatekeeper. Because I knew Black Panther content. A young lady, a sister, referred to me as a gatekeeper, and I was like, okay, are you mad? Because I know, I would think you would want somebody to know it, somebody like me to know it. But so in regards to that, I take the knowledge of it, the character, seriously. Just as some take Star Trek, just as some take Star Wars. So I don't know why those that love the character catch flack from those that have characters or other things in life that they love. Good God Almighty, I know some people that would knock you out if you say something about Lil Boosie. But them same people will trash you for knowing everything about Black Panther, T'Challa, Wakanda, Shuri, all that other good stuff. But you better not get not one lyric wrong from a Lil Boosie song, or it's going down. So I said all that to say this. The reason why I took such a harsh stance in regards to any comparisons to T'Challa, those that surround T'Challa, to other characters, is because this character is special to me. And while the character might not be special to some, they do have characters that are special to them. The difference is being able to be empathetic. I can empathize with their love for their character and how much they support their character, because that's how I feel about my character. The difference is that you have an identity problem when it comes to T'Challa. Yeah. You know your guy, but you don't know my guy. And you don't give the benefit that my guy means as much to me as your guy or gal means to you. I give you that, but you don't give me that. And so because I give it to you, and then because I probably know just as much about your character, if not more so than you do. And I know damn good and well you don't know. Not only do you not know, by and large, to a degree, you might not care for my character like that. I'm gonna call you on it. This character means a lot to me. This character means a lot to quite a few people, by and large, regardless of what their demographic is and everything like that. So to me, when the comparison with Besa came into play to Catwoman, I took that as T'Challa being compared to Bruce. And what I've never heard is Bruce being compared to T'Challa. And I know that. You know that. Everybody knows that. It's always the other way around. We want to compare T'Challa to Bruce, when I know that's not the closest comparison in Marvel Comics. And there have been some that don't toot this horn as much as myself and some others do. They're looked at as being comic book experts, period. And their opinions carry a lot of weight. Well, when you just go say something and people are looking at you to be the end all say all, knowledgeable, and you don't exactly tell the truth, well, we see how this plays out in comic books. I'm gonna say in the movies, people are subject to just go out and repeat, regurgitate what you said, and they're not gonna look it up for themselves. Well, I'm not about to let that happen with T'Challa. I'm not. The character means something to me. I think the character means something to quite a few people. Quite a few people. So why not be a staunch supporter of the character? Why not be a staunch supporter of a writer who, for 2 issues, like I said, it's a breath of fresh air. So that's what that is. That was my reasoning for it. I don't regret what I said, not taking it back. T'Challa is a special character, and I think those specifics, more so than the similarities, need to be pointed out. That's what this character needs, more specifics than similarities with other characters. Now, let me keep up with these notes. Well, I don't have any notes. I just got 3 people in here, Ronnie J and Connoisseur's Triple Salute. That's all I got. So we're going to keep moving right along. I wanted to ask a question while I'm doing this in regards to T'Challa, because we do have the comparisons. We do. Whether I think they're fair or not, we do have the comparisons. But I wanted to ask a question I think is valid. As far as technology goes, Bruce Wayne has Lucius Fox. As far as an information broker, he has Barbara Gordon. Why do we not, and we know his fighting style, why do we not devalue Bruce based on the assistance that he gets from others? Like we don't devalue him. We don't, his IQ will never be questioned in regards to that. So I'm asking a question in regards to Bruce Wayne as a character. Why is it that he can have access to technology from someone else, a technological wizard, have an information broker at his beck and call, and he not be seen as less than? I think that's a fair question. I want to ask it because one of the things that we've talked about in regards to T'Challa, Shuri specifically, especially over the years, is the upliftment of one as a technological wizard while the other one seemingly isn't. And the T'Challa leaning on Shuri, because I don't think we sit up here and say Bruce not smart. I don't think we've ever said Bruce is not smart. We do say he's the Dark Knight detective. We do. I don't think Bruce's IQ has ever been in question, regardless of who he's spoken to. So my question is it a perception thing? If it's a perception thing, why so? If it's a writer thing, why so? But if It's something that you are thinking to yourself, why so? I'm not looking for a right or wrong answer. I'm just more so looking for an answer because, like I said, we know Lucius Fox is the one that designed things. They put that in canon. Christopher Nolan even wrote that throughout all three Batman movies. We know that. So we know the information broker is Barbara Gordon. We do know that. My question is, if we're doing a whole comparison thing, then if you find yourself comparing T'Challa to Bruce Wayne, then it shouldn't matter, should it? In regards to his IQ level, if Shuri is his information broker, should that matter? If you look at Batman and and not wrongfully so, if you think highly of Batman, regardless of who he gets his assistance from, regardless of where he gets his gadgets from, why is that not what you're doing when it comes to T'Challa? Because I've heard a lot in regards to Shuri and T'Challa. I have. And I think that's a fair question because I don't look at Batman as being dumb. Not at all. And this dude has a long history of coming up with some stuff. The bat suits, dude damn near got a suit just like Tony Stark do for every occasion. D. Steezer, what's going on? The Rock With Me Nation moderator is in the building. Yeah, Bruce got damn near suits for every occasion. So and like I said, he got Lucius Fox right there. I don't think we've ever, at least I'll speak for myself. I've never looked at Bruce being less than cause he does that. If you don't look at Bruce as being less than because he does that, and you have found yourself being one of those people that do the comparisons, then that comparison, something went wrong. We ain't gonna do this. Well, we sitting up here. We gonna get back out here. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just asking the question. I think those are fair questions. I really, really do, especially if you found yourself comparing the two, because if you're comparing the two, then, and you're fine with what's over here, if you're comparing the two and you're fine with what's over here, I believe in equal energy, then you should be fine with what's over here. You should. If you like this over here, you ain't got no issues with this, you like it. Stuff I don't like, I don't mess with. Right there. I like chocolate. Chocolate candy, chocolate shake, chocolate ice cream, chocolate eclair, chocolate dough. I like chocolate. You get whatever variation of chocolate you want, a little bit of carrot. I like chocolate. What's going on? B. Smith, what's going on? So that's what I'm looking at. If we're going to do that comparison thing and you cool with it over here, then that comparison can't be where you finna throw shade at this over here or not like this over here. Now you like that over there, so you should like that over here. I think the reason why we're okay with Bruce having people helping him is because we've seen him in all different forms of media, unlike T'Challa. That's fair. Like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. That is fair. If it's a because that sounds like a perception thing, and if that's what that is, that's what that is. I just know Bruce has a whole bunch of supporting characters around him, whether they be villains, whether they be heroes, whether they be side characters. He got it's a world around him. Well, we've gotten to this point now, regardless of whose fault it is, we've gotten to this point now where our main focus is on T'Challa. Well, one of the, how can I put it? One of the most longest existing, that's not correct English. One of the persistent problems when it comes to T'Challa is his lack of world building. Those characters that Bruce has around him that have been around for years with T'Challa, they get dismissed. You have writers come in, and if they introduce a new character, punchline, Harley Quinn is still there. There's history there. Punchline ain't coming in and we finna get rid of Harlequin. No. Punchline is there. She can go back and forth being the Joker's new apprentice and everything like that. But we're not getting rid of Harlequin. We can't say that in regards to T'Challa. And that's horrible. That's horrible. So if I look at the last writer, who was it that got killed? Not Taku. The brother that got killed. The brother that was Achilles. Achilles got killed. Well, who do we think Achilles was replacing? It was Azuli and Wakabi. That's who he was replacing. How we think that came about? How much more of a world would we have in Wakanda if we did have a Wakabi, if we did have Azuli, if we did have Achilles? Them characters gone. That's not what's happening over here with Bruce. And those characters prop Bruce up. As I said to a gentleman today, I was talking to him on the phone. Look at it as a house. Bruce is the house. The support beams are the featured characters. Dick, Tim, Damien, Jason, Barbara, Commissioner Gordon. Then you have the other minor characters, the foundation. So that when he walk in a crime alley or something like that, and you see him talking to a criminal, or you hear a name like Matches Malone, those are all minor details that matter. They help build up the Batman universe, the Batverse, if you want to call it. Same thing with those minor characters, B characters, featured characters, because there's a difference between featured and star. The featured characters, they matter. Their story matters, because if they got a great story around them, his story matters. He'll have and I don't think we look at it as like, okay, because we actually did this. Battle for the Cow. This is when Bruce was supposedly killed by Darkseid. We all knew better. we all knew better. We all knew better. And they had them costumes. All of them had variations of Bruce's costume. Dick had, I can't keep calling him that. Richard had one. Jason had one. Tim had one. Battle for the Cow. We knew the dude was coming back. Great miniseries and everything like that. What was the point? We're not believing they're able to we're not even reading this story if those characters haven't been lifted up. Why did it matter when he came back? Because we sat up there and said, man, as good as them characters are, they aren't Bruce. Bring Bruce back. But they made room for everybody. That's what DC did. They made room for everybody. Well, what do we have going on in Wakanda? We don't want to do that. And when I say we, I'm gonna take part of it. I'm gonna take my responsibility. We don't want to do that. By and large, I'm gonna say, I forget who said it. Somebody, it might have been Sanjak said it over on Twitter. I think that's who said it. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. I like Tosin as a character. Final Crisis, DC's Final Crisis. How many people like Tosin as a character? Why not? That Bat family has got plenty of shine. Plenty of shine. And hey, good shine too. Good shine. We don't have that over here in Wakanda. And mind you, Batman is a hero for a city. Batman is a hero for a city. T'Challa is a hero for a whole nation. And ain't got nobody else over there but him. That's not true. Cantu is in the mute zone. Nothing. Well, we know Taku and Venom still live in Wakanda. Nothing. The original Malice, she's still running around somewhere. Nothing. We got Gentle. I hope we do. We should, because I think he was able to stay free from that, from what was going on with Axis and everything like that. But Gentle, Vibraxis, Mr. Martin, is in the intergalactic empire with Queen Mother Divine, Queen Mother. I don't hope I'm saying that right. Queen Sister Divine. You know what I'm talking about. And the M'Baku namesake. He's in the Wakanda planet Bass. That's where they're at right now. See Wakanda issue 3 miniseries, the 5-issue miniseries, issue 3. They're on Wakanda. They're on planet Bass. I didn't know that knowledge, but yeah, Vibraxis. Like, it ain't like the characters don't exist. They either get killed off when a new writer comes in, which is why I appreciate what Eve Ewing has done. She didn't kill off Shagamire. She just introduced his son. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And she brought in Nightshade, not to hang out or anything like that. I'm pretty sure if Nightshade come around again, it will be for her own personal gain. Money is going to be involved. That fits her bio and everything like that. But she didn't kill off Nightshade. No, she didn't. She didn't kill off. Really what I'm saying is when a new writer come on board, I'd be like this, ooh. If you got created by the last writer, I might not ever see you again. And I'm speaking specifically of Black Panther. If you got created by the last writer, you subject to either get killed off or I'll probably never ever see or hear from you again. And since we're so quick to restart him from ground zero, this keeps going on with T'Challa. Spider Fam, Hulk Fam, all that, Mr. Martin, Superman family too, all that. What's going on, Gray? What's going on? So you find yourself in a situation like this where you and I, like I said, rightfully, wrongfully so, where I feel like the character is under duress. We felt like the character has been under duress, under attack, ever since the actor passed away. Shout out to the late great Chadwick Boseman. But yes, we felt like that. We asked, we said, begged, pleaded, hey, don't kill. You can make him disappear, kind of like what you did with Captain America, Steve Rogers. You could do all that. No, they were like, oh, nah. Then we sent up like, wait a minute, man, come on, man. Then we like, well, you ain't talking to nobody else. You just gonna make that decision yourself. Yeah. Then we look at, well, damn. You just gonna recast another character similar to why you said you weren't gonna recast this one? And that's not even for those of us that had already done our investigative journalism and knew what was going on with this character and the actor all the way back to May 2018. So we sit up here like, oh my God. It's almost like playing football. You the outside linebacker, and you tell the wide receiver, you tell your cornerback, they finna run a sweep. And you're like, man, I got the dude in front of me. Bro, they finna run a sweep. And you hold up your end of the deal. You seal in the tight end. His ass get kicked out by the wide receiver. They run a damn sweep and score a damn touchdown. And you look at him and be like, I told you he was getting ready to run a sweep. And he just look at you, man, I had the wide receiver. So we have T'Challa. His rotating cast, well, Taku was 60s. He's still around, just don't use it. I think we last saw Taku and Venom in Marvel Voices, Pride, yes. Saw that and everything like that. Who else? Well, Cantu. No, even though Don McGregor created Cantu, Christopher Priest killed him off. He did. We do have Cantu in the mute zone, but nobody's doing anything with him. We do have Madam Slay. Shout out. Yes, we did get her in Wakanda issue 5. Don't know if we're going to get her again. We got Madam Slay. I think we got King Kadabra. We did. They should be in a Wakandan holding cell somewhere, but they are in Wakanda because that's where they were last seen. So was the Shocker, by the way. So we got that going on. Let me see here. We had Wakabi, right? Because he go all the way back to Don McGregor. Well, uh, Reginald Hudlin killed him. He did, killed him and Wakabi. And I can't tell you how long Wakabi had been around. Um, Everett Ross, but he's not from Wakanda. We don't get to see him. Hunter. Ooh, good God Almighty Jesus. Hunter. Well, even though Hunter technically wasn't created back in the 60s, he's been retconned back in the 60s. And Hunter can seemingly show up everywhere in the Marvel comic book universe except in Wakanda. And that's T'Challa's half-brother. You would like to think that at least, no. We're going to put him in Sam Wilson's comic book, saying that he related to Wakanda, have him mention T'Challa, but him and T'Challa, nope. There are quite a few characters. Let me get this. I saw a comic where Batman was fanboying Michael Holt, aka Mr. Terrific. I think same thing would happen if he teamed up with T'Challa. Because Bruce respects the hell out of Michael Holt, and he would respect the hell out of T'Challa. Why wouldn't he? And I'm not being facetious. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm actually amening you, because Reed Richards respect hell. If this ain't the epitome of respect, the dude is on the Illuminati. He's on the Illuminati because he chooses to be there, because he told them dudes before they got their asses handed to them by the Skrulls. This is why those of us that did not watch Secret Invasion was like, nah, we saw comic books, so we good. We read the comics, we good. He was the one that told them not to do that dumb foolishness in the first place when they went up there to Skrull World talking about, hey, y'all ever raise up on Earth again, we gonna see about y'all. And the Skrulls did that ass in. T'Challa was in Wakanda. I told y'all dumbass not to do this. So I just want us to think about it. I love T'Challa. I mean, as much as a real person can love a fictional character. I say that because people are like, wait, what? So I love what the character stands for. I agree with what you said about Hunter, High Tooth, and Isaac getting. Yeah, thank you. The High Tooth and Isaac, good God Almighty, where they at? Oh, they're in Ultimate Invasion. We don't know where the door is at right now. We don't. We and Eve. Eve, just please bring back everybody. Just please bring back everybody. If we could get some true foundation between the Doors and the High Tooth Zaze, their roles, their specific roles, and actually see them carry those specific roles out, because we ain't really got that. We got all this foolishness in the movies and everything like that. And we could get it where we could just get the High Tooth Zaze and the Doors doing what they're supposed to be doing. Oh my goodness. Can I do that? I'm just saying. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. And then the character whom we actually need to be bigging up more than what, because I get it. Honestly, I get it. I understand why people feel that way. That's the whole thing. I understand why people feel that way. Shuri come across like the technological wizard. That's them not writing the character right. If they write the character right, she's not just tech savvy. She should be whooping somebody's ass. We're not seeing her put hands on somebody. And first of all, if we're respecting legacy, Sion trained both of those kids. We know that. T'Chaka was gone. Sion trained both of them. T'Challa continued. My older brother, D-Real. Y'all give it up for D-Real, my brother from another, where edutainment is his thing. We know Sion trained both T'Challa and Shuri. And we know T'Challa kept that training up with Shuri. She's supposed to be smart, but she's not just because he taught her. Now, it ain't too many times the student overlapping the teacher. He taught her, because ain't nobody told me yet that she done came up with something, shadow physics. And like I said, she don't know where this dude at right now. And we know, because Mr. Smith kept bringing it to my attention, Shuri put a tracker in this dude. So her putting a tracker in this dude's food to have it in him says a lot about her IQ. She's smart. Her not knowing where he is, and how he's came up with his technology and his image inducer speaks to him being more intelligent than she is. What we haven't seen is we've seen way more of her IQ being leaned into and none of her physical prowess. To be perfectly honest with you, 15 issues, we didn't even see. I apologize for that. 15 issues, we didn't see her power set get used. I would argue that since Shuri became the griot, no one has truly explored her as a character, as the literary historian through oration for Wakanda, all of Wakanda, because that's what she is. She's the griot. No one's ever done that, and no one's ever fully tapped into her power set. I know some people might feel some type of way about what I'm getting ready to say next because I'm like, Theo, it's too soon. But here's what I know. We've seen sub-stories in any Bruce book. I say Bruce. We've seen sub-stories where any Bruce book where we got the coming of age for any one of those supporting characters where they came into their own, beat ass. We've seen Richard beat ass. We've seen Tim whoop ass. We've seen Jason go on a damn murderous spree like that. Jason don't care. We haven't seen this from Shuri, and nobody's trying to explore. Well, this is how you make these characters more interesting. Yes, everybody is, watch this. What do we say? One of the reasons why they, Marvel editorial, made a decision to keep Aurora away from T'Challa is because they kept saying she was being portrayed as the damsel in distress. Well, there's something to be said about making the female always the scientific geek, nerd, and you never show her to be that badass. We got to see Jane Foster be a badass. We did. So the question needs to be asked, when do we get to see Shuri be a badass? And her being a badass, becoming a badass, being displayed as a badass, being shown as a badass, should not come at the expense of T'Challa. It should actually heighten T'Challa. If it's written right, we can get it right over here to where we're not bothered by it. Why can't we get that right over here? I'm just asking. For as long as Shuri's been in Marvel Comics, to have never been a member of any official team? Never. Matter of fact, no one from T'Challa's tree has been a member of an official team except for T'Challa. Nate Moore logic is contagious, apparently. Apparently. I'm just asking questions, you know what I'm saying? Great. It's like, if we gonna keep this thing 1,000, let's keep it 1,000. I don't believe in that other stuff. Like, let's deal with the meats and potatoes of it. Because, as I said, I don't think if we look at Bruce, because based on what I'm saying, though, none of them damn comparisons, because Bruce got it good. Bruce got it. T'Challa look wrong. T'Challa got folks mad at him. She'd be good on any Avengers team. We've never seen her. Not on the Champions, not on the Defenders, not on the Avengers, not on the Young Avengers, nowhere. And we, considering T'Challa is patrolling the whole nation, the last time we had a team, it was the crew. And the only person from Wakanda on that team was T'Challa. In all his years of existence, T'Challa has not even formed his own super team by and large. Batman has. Matter of fact, Batman telling the Justice League to go kick rocks is so significant. They put that over there in the Young Justice episodes. Batman, I'm out. Y'all ain't handling business no more. I'm out. Agents of Wakanda. You know what? You're right. You're right. Thank you. And this is why Agents of Wakanda. But let me ask you, D-Real. I'm gonna ask you because I'm leaning. See, I lean. was that more so on the level of, and he's gonna get this reference, was that more so on the level of the Outsiders or the Justice League? Hey Keita, what's going on? She be yeah, Defenders will be good too. And I'm like I said, I don't mind asking questions because I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I know everything. Sometimes that memory ain't like that. Lean with it, rock with it. I don't know why you said that. I just heard the lyrics in my head. I saw. That's all. That's all I saw when you said it. That's all I saw when you said it. So I think those things are worth us. And I guess when I say us as fans, just doing some deep retro Agents of Wakanda is more outside. Okay, my brother gonna tell me what the real is. So T'Challa done put his own team together. Now I need to ask this question. What was it about that team that didn't allow him to get what Bruce got from that team? Because like I said, the Outsiders, him telling I still remember that cover. Bruce standing up there, I'm out. I quit. That scene is so poignant that it's played out the Outsiders in Young Justice. That team is so poignant because of who was on it. Because of who was on it. Jefferson Pierce was on that team. They actually put that team on the CW. Yes, they did. Where's T'Challa's shine at? Where's what? Because it's a whole damn nation. But T'Challa calls in specialists for specific jobs versus training the covert ops squad. He does. He does. But if I watch this, if I got a team composed of Manifold, Vibraxis, and I'm just gonna say Queen Divine Justice because I like her. Queen Divine Justice, Shuri, Casper Cole, because we ain't seen him. Ta-Nehisi Coates, we changed the dude. We gave the dude a great costume. I'm thinking the dude gonna be called the Cold Tiger. Ain't seen or heard from the dude since. Last we saw, he was helping defend Wakanda with the Intergalactic Empire. Ain't seen or heard from him since. And Cantu from the Mute Zone, with Shuri as the leader. Now, I only say Shuri as the leader because T'Challa is off in the Avengers doing his own thing. T'Challa could come back and make it do what it do. But that team right there, imagine what they could go up against in Wakanda. That's a whole nation. That's a whole nation. A whole nation. I'm going to say that one time. We could call them, I think Steezel said Warriors of Wakanda. I like that because they warriors. That's what we are. Imagine that team. You wouldn't be interested in reading that team? Suppose we bring Gentle back. Bring him back to Wakanda. Make it where we have mutants on the team as well. Mutants that are from Wakanda. Because I think that would do a lot for mutant relations. And that would help pave the way for an Aurora T'Challa reconciliation. Because we, I ain't saying. Casper was in Agents briefly. If you blink, you'll miss it. I must have blinked, bro. I can't see right no way. But yeah, so that would uplift them side characters. But in uplifting them side characters, it would bring awareness. Because T'Challa gonna pop up every now and then. Got to. It's Wakanda. How he not there? He would have to definitely be talking to somebody. Imagine Shuri talking to him, say, hey, I need a rundown on such and so and so. And T'Challa in well, I guess we got to say Alaska now, Ventures Mountain, kicking it. And he got to give her that information. Agreed on AOW, and Gorilla Man doesn't get enough props. See? No, he doesn't. Imagine Gorilla Man. Now we have a reason for Gorilla Man to beat up. Now we could do some of this world building that we did. We would have a Warriors of Wakanda comic book where we can have a main story, and then at the end, as we did with Justice League comic books back not too recently, have a mini featurette where we talk about one of those characters. Then have one of those characters every now and then pop up in Black Panther and aid T'Challa. shouldn't take away from T'Challa, because we don't look at anybody giving Bruce assistance taken away from him. We don't. That perception thing. That perception thing. That's just me. I think we could do something with that. Now let's move right along, because we had some discussions about this on live that we did with Back of the Bus. And like I said, there are no right or wrong answers. And I don't want this show to be about right and wrong. I just want to let us ask some questions. So T'Challa, Black Panther, King of Wakanda, Emperor of an intergalactic empire, Emperor of an intergalactic empire. His significance to you. Is he still as significant to you with or without the crown? I'm just asking a question. And the reason why I ask the questions is because I think if we look closely enough at his history, we do want him now. We do want him back on the throne. Let's go ahead and clear that up so we don't have any misunderstandings whatsoever. We do want him back on the throne. We do. But I would debate that there are times that we have all been able to appreciate T'Challa's greatness even when he wasn't the king of Wakanda. For instance, I think y'all like this one. When he bodied Namor, when he stabbed Namor in the chest with Skybreaker, he never stopped being significant to me. Facts, me either. When he stabbed Namor in the chest with Skybreaker, he was not the king. Did you feel good about the moment? Like, was that some good T'Challa reading? Like, was he still significant to you? Because he wasn't king. He was not the king. As a matter of fact, while wielding the Infinity Gauntlet, defeating Thanos, he was not the king. Now, we could say he was the king of Necropolis, because that's what he was, the king of the dead, but he was not king of Wakanda. He wasn't. And I know my brother D Real, because he made me go back and read him. Black Panther, Deadliest Man Alive, when he was in Hell's Kitchen, he was not the king of Wakanda. He was still my guy. He was still my guy. Those stories, him taking on Vlad the Impaler, they called him Vlad the Impaler, who was basically a super soldier. Shout out to Mr. Smith and everything like that, because he told me about that. So I was like, man, let me get all up in this story. He was still my guy. Never stopped. Even when Shuri was the king of Wakanda, it was still T'Challa. I followed the dude. T'Challa to me was like that barber that kept changing barbershops. Hey man, you didn't move? Where you at now? Okay, I'm coming through. I don't give a damn if my barber work at the best barbershop in town or the worst barbershop in town. Damn it, that's my barber. The hell you at? Got a ton of stories without the crown. Give him his crown and give up his stories. Let me see. Give him his crown and give us his stories as emperor. Enough slumming with the Avengers and Earth. Can I get both? See, I ain't mad at what you said, because I definitely need you need now damn it. Now watch this. You need at least 12 issues where this dude is in the intergalactic empire, because I don't know how you an emperor and you just like the other dude had the dude missing for a whole damn you ain't been back to your place where you the emperor. You ain't overseen nothing in a year and 3 months. 15 months. You ain't been, bro. That's irresponsible. They gonna be mad as hell when they get back. But I believe you got to give me at least a 12-issue story run, and then you got to find a way to tie this up. Now watch this. This guy, him, because how many comic books does Bruce have out every month? Y'all, cause y'all gonna like this. How many comic books does Bruce have out every month? And he just got a city. He just got a city. How many comics does Bruce have out every month? He still got tight phase. Yeah. Yeah, my dog still got it. Yeah, got to. I got to have it. If I can't, my barber, no, it don't matter where you're going. I don't care. If you within driving distance, and when I say driving distance, I mean like we're in the same town. I got to come see where you at. But watch this. Imagine, we need him running phase on the creek like he running phase on his earthbound foes. Watch this now, because I like where you're going. So, how many Green Lantern books we got? They got a planet. My dog got a galaxy and a nation. Hal Jordan got Coast City and Oa, which I used to famously pronounce as OA. He had them both capitalized, O and A. It's OA. No, it's O. Oh, okay. I had no idea. Somebody should say something. But plenty. So, so when you look at it, and this is when fans of T'Challa, Wakanda, because it's what that's how does I got design on me. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. I got T'Challa on me. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. Warriors of Wakanda. Watch this. Black Panther. Warriors of Wakanda. And the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda. Those are 3 comic books right there. See how we just did that? Those are three comic books right there. You're not wrong for having them. Not when it's a whole damn nation and a whole damn galaxy. If you got these galaxies out here and you can't make it work, because damn, you got the Guardians of the Galaxy. You mean to tell me we got a whole intergalactic empire and you can't come up with that's science fiction and superhero at its finest. You mean to tell me you can't find nobody, because you could come up with Star Wars, you come up with Star Trek. You mean to tell me you can't find nobody that can come up with a way to give me an interesting plot that involves science fiction and outer space? With ties to Wakanda. You can't do that. You can't give me a superhero team. Agents of Wakanda, I just don't like that because that sounds too much like Agents of Shield. Agents of no. Warriors of Wakanda, that wow factor. Hey man, you picked up that wow yet? Yes sir. Warriors of Wakanda, whole nation. We can't get 3, but that would mean, as Black Panther fans, you got to make sure, one, as Chillmonger would allude to, you got to have a couple of fire-ass writers. You do. You got to put Eve Ewing on. Well, Eve Ewing is on one of them, but put Brian Michael Bendis on one of them damn things. Put Brian Michael Bendis on the damn Intergalactic Empire Wakanda comic book. Let him do his thizzle. Hell yeah, let him do his damn thing. Then give. I don't know. Give me a writer that could be on the Warriors of Wakanda. You can't give me no great stories. You would still have the Hatu Zadaze. Not that World of Wakanda. We're not doing that. Warriors of Wakanda. You got the Hatu Zadaze that can be in there. They could be in both Black Panther. They could be in Warriors of Wakanda. And they could be in the Intergalactic Empire. You got the Dora Milaje. They could be in both Black Panther. They could be in both. They could be in Warriors of Wakanda. And look at all that character building. What's going on? Sweetie the dog. Okay. All right. I'm going to say, hey, Sweetie the dog. You missed. Okay. House Ideas been running out lately. Let me see. Let me keep it up on these notes. Writers with very thin Marvel track records writing for a Silver Age character is a problem for me. I ain't mad at that. Who's running Empire? We, M'Baku. Hold M'Baku is the namesake is running the intergalactic empire. I'm sorry, let me repeat that again. The namesake of M'Baku. M'Baku is running the intergalactic empire in T'Challa's stead till T'Challa comes back. That's how that's going. That's just how that's going. Let me see. House of Ideas. Derail the executive editors at Marvel just don't want T'Challa to have more attention paid to him. If they did, there's no way they could deny his top tier status. I don't think any of us can argue with what I said. They sitting right there. It's you either can or you can't. Which if you can't, then that's on the editorial department, or you either will or you won't. And if you won't, that's by and large on you. I don't know what to tell you, but that would just be that end of it. And while we as Black Panther fans, we love everything Wakanda and everything like that, except for Tosin. Like, damn, Tosin. I feel bad for Tosin. That ain't even his fault. It ain't even Tosin's fault. Damn. Don't nobody like Tosin. I'm a Lolo. Don't nobody. But Prime Minister for the side. I'm sorry. Y'all just got caught up. But it would be on us that if it's good writing, good artwork, it would be on us to support it. Support it by buying the comics. Support it by reviewing the comics. Support it by speaking on the comics. We couldn't just rely on one person. As I said last night, I appreciate the faith, the confidence. I'm only one person. I ain't got that type of hubris in me. I know what I'm capable of doing, but when it comes to this particular character, it's gonna take more than one person. It is. It is. The only thing I can do is do my best to help broaden the field, broaden the knowledge, so each one teach one. Just go, hey, did you hear about T'Challa? And hope that person go take it. That's all I can do. So we want these things. The writer is giving us some stuff that like I said, my opinion, I like what she's doing. I can appreciate the nuances she's putting in there. Everything is not going to be spelled out. Some things are going to need to just be, you're going to have to be aware of certain things. And then, have a community where you can chop it up and everything like that. That's what they do in regards to hold on. There's somebody calling me. I ain't gonna hang up on y'all. All right, we back. I'm sorry. I had to do that, handle that business real quick. Make sure I get up with these. What up, Mr. Martin? LOL. D-Real is hard to spell. My bad. Warriors of Wakanda loaded with balls to the wall. Action. Hey, I'm just saying. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Christopher Priest, Kevin Graveau. Don invited to the BBQ. McGregor. Yes, sir. Fist of Bass is my name. Gore of Wakanda Super Team. Fist of Bass. I like that. Fist of Bass. But you know what I would like? Because I like when you said the Fist of Bass. I would just tell you where I went with the Fist of Bass. Only because I think this dude, this is to me, this dude ain't been given his reclamation project like that. I know everybody. I apologize. I know everybody wanted, because actually that terminology, the Fist of Bass, was something that I had actually said in my mind. Great minds think alike. I would like to see Eric Killmonger be the Fist of Bass, because we've never got that redemption story. Because this me. T'Challa's family, listen, everybody got their own vision. T'Challa's family consists of him, Shuri, Hunter, and Eric. That's if Loki can get that love in the movies, and the Winter Soldier, Bucky, can get that love in the movies, then yeah, I'm sitting up there just like this. Oh, I can give my dog that love too. I can give my dog that love. Don invited to the barbecue. Make sure I keep a note. I was introduced to T'Challa back in 2018, and that just started reading Black Panther comics books. And I think T'Challa needs to be king of Wakanda, and he can have great stories without the crown. Great. Could the Empire be making an appearance in this run, especially with all of these references to the Jabari tribe so far? That's a fair question. I can't say. What I would say to you, Gray, is I wouldn't do it. My primary function, if it were me, and it's not, but my primary responsibility, looking at the fan base, looking at what was done previously, my primary responsibility with giving you a story that makes sense and putting him back on the throne. Now, once I put him back on the throne, then I would expand out. That's what I would do. But the intergalactic empire would come after he was back on the throne. If it comes, it's coming with the pursuit of reestablishing him back on the throne. Because I don't know how you, I still to this day don't know how a college educated person decided. College educated, got a degree. They do. They're smart. I do not know how a college educated person came up with a storyline where they were going to remove the king from the throne, yet still maintain him as an emperor. I damn, I done seen some stuff since I've been living. I done seen some stuff since I've been living, and I just don't. I be asking myself how, because let everybody else tell it. Whatever I say or do is supposed to make sense, and I be like, how? Because you over here accepting a whole bunch of bullshit from us. Why I gotta make sense all the damn time, and you will accept nonsense from over here? That don't make no sense to me. Killmonger reform. I want that to be Hunter. And like I said, it's just me. It's just my opinion, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just my preference. I would prefer for Hunter to be the leader of the Hattusarage. I would like Shuri to be the leader of the Warriors of Wakanda. I would like to see Okoye, Anika, and Ayo lead the Dora Milaje, be a sub factor of the Midnight Angels. I would like to see that. Excuse me. I would like to see that, and I believe stories. I believe those stories involving Hunter could be told in both Black Panther, Warriors of Wakanda, or to get intergalactic empire, because by and large, what is he? A military strike force, okay? Or what are the I know people want to consider them secret police, but you can't be that damn secret. You out there in the open like that. They're a military strike force. Okay, well, we got the Dora Milaje. What are they? Now, the Dora Milaje truly should be the peacekeepers around the Golden City. Like, you can't get out of. They are more to me than just the bodyguards, the security guards for the president. No, they maintain law and order around the Golden City. Like, that's what that should be. And by and large, the Hattusarage, their job is to defend Wakanda against all enemies, foreign and domestic. We haven't seen them used like that yet. We keep wanting to do something different. Let me keep up with these notes. I know plenty of smart dummies, common sense escapees. Them Killmonger could lead Wakanda's spy network, something like that. Like I said, I like him as the fist of Bass, where it would be where Killmonger would almost be like, oh, somebody out here threatening Bass. Like, that's what T'Challa is the protector of Wakanda, but him being the fist of Bass, more metaphysical, more demonic, not demonic, but more mystical, especially since he's delved into that and everything like that. And we really haven't explored that part of Wakanda yet. That's the other thing. We keep looking at the scientific part of it, but we've never explored the mystical side of Wakanda. And I think that bears exploring. There's a lot of meat on that bone with him as the fist of Wakanda. I think we could look at exploring the diaspora. I think we could look at that. We could look more into Bass's relationships with the other deities in Wakanda, because we have not explored that, and character been around like 60 some years. That worked because Okoye was the handler to the agents of Wakanda. Yes, along with the Wasp. Weird choice, but it worked. Yeah. There's a lot of meat on the bones, but none of that has to come at the expense of T'Challa. Like I said, you would definitely have to put credible writers on this. But a superhero team in Wakanda, why not? We know you got one in China, and why you use them every now and then because they got their own action figure line. And I just shout out to I want to say Hot Toys and everything like that. They're dropping a new Crimson Dynamo from what I've seen. I absolutely stunned. Now that looks like the comic book accurate Crimson Dynamo. I don't know if I'll be making a move on it, but Buddy looked nice. Buddy looked nice. Agents of Wakanda include Gorilla Man, Man Thing, Kazar, Man Wolf, and Fat Cobra. Fat Cobra. I'm sorry, I be trying to hold it in. What's going on, Diabolical? What's going on? So the Fat Cobra, that name keep killing me. So in Marine terms, how would you structure the Wakanda military structure? What rank is each group? Well, I would look at it like this, and that great question. I love that. Man, damn it. So my Hatut Zadaze would be used, I don't want to say reconnaissance, SEAL Team 6, something along those lines. Something along those lines. I would use the Doras more so, and this is just in the Golden City itself, like just the Golden City, the Golden Palace. They would be the security force for the Golden Palace. That's how I would look at them. We have security force for the White House. They would be responsible for the security force of the White House. Now, I'm gonna say of the Golden Palace. Now, in regards to another military force, well, if you got the Warriors of Wakanda, that's your superhero team. That is your superhero team. We've already stated that we have cities in Wakanda. We've already got cities in Wakanda, but what we haven't done is looked at the surrounding, because we got Wakanda as a nation, right? We haven't looked at the surrounding nations. We have not looked at their military forces. It's not necessary that those military forces align with Wakanda. We could have some of that because, like I said, if you have a military force, a country that's making a plan against Wakanda, by and large, that's the Hatut Zadaze's job to find that out and then snuff that out. Got some great stories there, but hey, it's just me. I could be wrong. I know it's different ways to work stuff in. What up, Theo? We need more black writers on comics. Been brushing up on my writing and art skills. Satisfied so far with new Black Panther. Yeah, I'm good with it. In every Black Panther comic book I've read so far, T'Challa was king, and he had great stories. And I want T'Challa to be on the throne again, and his and he had to lead his Wakanda spiking team. You're not wrong for feeling that way. Immortal weapons equals fire. Yes, I like that. Immortal weapons. I love the Immortal Iron Fist. Fat Cobra is my dude. That Fat Cobra thing keep giving me some diabolical nerve. So I think there are ways to do about it. Like I said, my thing is this. I understand because it's a delicate situation right now. We do want T'Challa uplifted. You ain't that good if your cast ain't that good. Your surrounding cast got to be fire. If your surrounding cast fire, more likely you going to be fire. But if your surrounding cast ain't fire, we subject to have people just keep dying and stuff like that. Let me keep going because I didn't want to stay on there. Like I said, we got a lot to talk about tonight. I wanted to make sure I had a really great show for y'all. So just found out that the Marvels, this was yesterday, this was reported, first it was reported by Comic Book Cast, and then I verified it by going to Emergency Always, Everything Always, Mikey Roman. The Marvels is looking like it might be. Comic Book Cast said it is. Mikey Roman stated that it looks like the Marvels might be released next year. That's what it's looking like. There's a possibility. And of course, this is influenced by the writer's strike. Steel Phoenix was cool too. Formerly Steel Serpent. This is caused by the writer's strike, the Actors Guild going on strike and everything like that. So they're not sure if they have enough footage in the can to go ahead and get it out. So if the movie is paused, haven't read Walter Mosley in a minute, but I wonder how he would write a Black Panther series. Definitely need to be interviewed. So the movie might come out next year. Now, with that being said, Miss Marvel is now a mutant. Miss Marvel is now mutant. Come to find. Good God Almighty. Spoilers, 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 spoilers. So if you ain't read the Hellfire Gala right now, back the hell on out right now. Spoilers. I might need to put that on the spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. I'm telling you, spoilers, 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 spoilers. So, of course, Miss Marvel comes back. Resurrection protocols for the X-Men. She's greeted by Scott Summers and everything like that. Jean Grey. They gloss over how she died. They don't really get into it. The reasoning for her being able to come back, and I want to make sure I remember this right, so let me close my eyes for a second. At the time the Terrigenesis mist hit her, her inhuman gene was suppressing her mutant gene. Because we all know that had her mutant gene been activated, she would have died. Well, when she died, don't know how, her mutant powers activated, supplanting her inhuman abilities. And so this allowed them to resurrect her. So she's now mutant. And then the X-Men team, it did not last long at all. And I should have known something when I looked at the damn roster. I was like, because it looked like a roster I would have loved. I was like, wait a minute, damn, well, look at this roster. So on the roster, Marvel, y'all full of it. On the roster, they had Cannonball, Talon, X-23, Wolverine, pick one, Sync, and Prodigy. And Frenzy, pause, right off the rip. Me, I'm looking like, wait a minute. I got a superhero team with Prodigy on it. I got a team with Sync on it. Now I'm looking at like Prodigy is me. Sync is me. Prodigy is like me, right. He looked like me and everything, but he represent the LGBTQ community. So we got that right, and then we got Frenzy. Oh, man. I was like, ooh, they did that thing right, boy. They got every no. Let me go ahead and tell y'all who else was on the team. Cannonball, Talon, Sync, Prodigy, Frenzy, Dazzler, Jubilee, and Juggernaut. Soon as the team was announced, Nimrod came through and bodied everybody. Even a dude that's not a mutant. Yep, sure did. Yep. I don't know what was on the cover of that particular comic book, but I'm pretty sure it was some false advertising on that damn cover. I should have known. Damn it, I should have known. But I didn't. That leads me to my next question. Is the MCU damaging Marvel comic IPs? Because in this comic book, Miss Marvel is a mutant. Okay, well, you just killed off as an Inhuman. You did just kill off as an Inhuman, and then in her Disney Plus series, you changed her power set. You did. No longer does she have embiggening power, which is crazy because in this comic book she clearly does. She has no embiggening powers because she takes on a Iron Man mutant buster. Did not know that existed. So she's got her embiggening powers. She's supposed to be a member of the X-Men. That's right. She was the last member chosen as the X-Men, as an X-Man. She didn't make it. So, but you changed her power set in Disney Plus. Then you have the producer, rightfully, wrongfully so, campaigning for a second season, even though that show was the worst one. I don't want to call it the worst show, but it was the lowest rated show on Disney Plus. Most definitely, I've been saying this for 10 years. They are trying to morph superheroes at Marvel to line up with their cinematic counterparts. So here's what we have. And this is where it pays to, if you touch these characters in all different phases. The movie was supposed to come out June or July, if I'm not, it was June, if I'm not mistaken. The action figures are dropping right now. They are. You can go to Disney Plus, say Hasbro Pulse, Hasbro Plus, Hasbro Pulse, and order the action figures. So the action figures are dropping right now. Miss Marvel's action figure has no accessories whatsoever, except for the cat. The Flurkle. She has the Flurkle. Don't know why. That actually should be with Carol Danvers. Don't know why she's got the Flurkle. The powers that the MCU changed her to, where she's got the light-based powers, no accessories like that. And the only Miss Marvel action figure that had any accessories as far as abilities go was the one that they dropped last year. Or the year before last. She's got the embiggening arms and everything like that. I asked a question when they said they were killing Miss Marvel about what were they thinking. Like, you can't do this. This does nothing for the character. I said that. Like, it makes no sense. Even if people want to give you the benefit of the doubt that the movie was supposed to come out and you were literally going to kill her before the movie was going to come out. That makes no sense in and of itself. But then there's this. And this is why I said, listen, y'all want to throw money away? Disney, Marvel, Bob Iger, Kevin Feige, you believe in the dude with the baseball cap? Hey, man, God bless you. God bless you. But you sit here and you ask yourself, if I'm sitting in the business room, accounting, merchandising, if I'm sitting in merchandising, I definitely lost my damn mind by now. Because how do you, as D. Real was saying, he says it all the time, make it make sense. So even if you release the movie on time, it comes out in July, you killed the character off, only to re-release the character about a month or two later. Now she's a mutant. That character don't line up with what you would have had in the movie theater. So people that would have been going to the movie theater, seeing this, while it would have lined up with what was on Disney Plus, would have went to the comic book store, thinking they looking for Miss Marvel with a whole damn S on her chest, and now all of a sudden she got something that looks similar to a lightning bolt and an X. And you thinking the fans gonna know that's who she is because you played the X-Men theme song at the end of episode 6? No, the comic book fan ain't gonna give a damn. This is the problem. The comic book fan can't get a hold of Miss Marvel because by and large, you can't get a hold of Miss Marvel. You got damn near 2-3 different damn versions of this character running around. Are you literally trying to throw your money away? Tell me in the comment section if this doesn't impact merchandising. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section on whether or not this impacts the characters. Because what are we left with at the end of Photon? She may or may not be a mutant. Well, why does everybody need to be a damn mutant all of a sudden? Is Peter Parker finna become a mutant? Is Steve Rogers finna become a mutant? Is Tony Stark finna? Is this the wave of the future where everybody who has an ability, they had to be a mutant or they had to get it from a stone? So is Wanda finna get ready to be a mutant? I get it. I understand why Miss Marvel came out as an Inhuman first, because you did not have the rights to the mutants. I get it. But the people that fell in love with Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, they fell in love with that character. And you were doing everything you can. Don't this sound familiar? You're doing everything you can to ruin that character for the people that actually care about that character. Trying to appeal to people that, watch this, don't give two damns about that character. If I was in that room where these decisions are being made, there would be some furniture moving. I believe that, Gray, because you definitely seen that person that's gonna move the furnace. Costume changes don't bother me. When they started altering classic heroes' personalities and backstories to match the MCU, they lost me. I did, boy, look, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, comic Inhumans got pushed because of that whack TV show, killed off in comics because Kevin didn't want to use them in the MCU. Only reason why he used them, Steve, because he didn't have the mutants. Once he got the mutants, he didn't give two damns about them. He didn't. That's exactly what that was. That was the only reason why he used them. Disney ruins everything. You know, I want to tell you that you're wrong, Kamoyo, but you know, it's some Star Wars fans that agree with you. They are trying to more. Okay, we got that. Keep going. We need Kevin Feige to step down from the head of Marvel Studios, or Bob Iger needs to fire him and the rest of the people that are on the Marvel board because they're destroying the legacy of these characters. Bob Iger won't fire Kevin Feige. Bob Iger won't fire Kevin Feige. He gives Kevin Feige the benefit of the doubt. He gives Kevin Feige the benefit of the doubt because Kevin Feige looks like him. You can take that for the Kevin Feige looks like a man. You can say that with it. Kevin Feige looks like a white male. You can say that Kevin Feige is going, and Kevin Feige looks non-threatening. He wears a sports coat, jeans, and a baseball cap. Bob Iger knows Kevin Feige is not good for business, but he's going to continue to give Kevin Feige the benefit of the doubt because, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and give the excuse that everybody else gives. He can relate to Kevin Feige, unlike he is able to relate to Victoria Alonso. And I'm pretty sure by and large, Nate Moore has his job still because of his relationship with Kevin Feige. Mutantdom was planned for Kamala from jump with that series, and yes, it impacts all that. That's what I'm thinking, and I don't believe it impacts it in a good way. Like that lineup that they introduced for the X-Men, I was like, I like that lineup, but that lineup ain't gonna move the needle. I'm pretty sure if Chillmonger was on this vid or would has read that comic book, I'm pretty sure he would have said the same thing. He probably would have mentioned something about empty representation. Wouldn't have been wrong with any of that. But that comic book with that lineup would not have moved the needle. Because I was like, wait. Where Jean Grey at? What Cyclops at? Wait, they ain't on the team? Oh, I don't know how y'all gonna do this. I don't know how y'all gonna do this. Yo, bad as Disney Star Wars has been, I feel Disney Marvel has been worse. That's fair. That's fair. Like Rick Ross, they blowing money fast. Blowing it fast. I mean, giving it away. And I be like this, man, listen. Cut me a check and I'll make my own damn fan base movie. Like, damn, I give you some profits off of it. If you just out here giving away money, can't sell Star Wars for what they purchased it for. That is a damn shame. That is a damn shame. So if you can't sell it for what it was for, that says a lot in and of itself. We go let's see. So yeah, I asked that question. And I asked this question too. I did. I think you know what? Let's turn it over to the Q&A session. We've had a great show. I think this show was good tonight. We asked a lot of. I would say tonight is a deep reflection show. Like all of us need to reflect on what we consider significant, considerate, important when it comes to this character. Reality versus perception. I think we need to do that. Understanding that we want this character to succeed. And just me for mine. It's one of them things where if I had to say this, I say it like this. So I'm going to do the comic book review, and I'm going to be even-handed with my reviews. I am. I'm going to be even-handed with my reviews. What does that mean? I'm going to ask some tough questions during the reviews. I am. I will ask tough questions. I see something in her run that just makes me want to ask a question. I'm going to ask the question. But what I'm going to do is do what I was taught as a kid with my family, is that we keep our business in-house. We keep our business in-house. Let me tell you what I mean when I say that. There was definitely a difference between how we allowed Jonathan Majors to be treated and how Ezra Miller got treated. Ezra Miller got covered. He did. Ezra Miller got covered by those who identify. Ezra Miller got covered by those who identify with Ezra Miller. He got covered and he got protected, as they should. I'm not saying they should. If you identify with him and you like him, you rock with him, he reminds you of you, hell yeah, you should cover him. We didn't do that like we should have for Jonathan Majors. We didn't. If I had a problem with the guy that wrote T'Challa before this young lady did, is that 10 toes down as a brother, he didn't cover that character like he was supposed to have. And as far as I'm concerned, not only did he betray the character, but he betrayed the trust of those who resemble him, who look like him, who identify with him, who would have given him the benefit of the doubt. He betrayed their trust, and his nonchalant attitude is indicative of someone who does not care for those he claims to identify with his damn self. Yes, I was very political when I said that. But I'm not going to do to Eve what I watched others do to Jonathan Majors. No, I'm going to cover Eve like they covered Ezra Miller. I am. Disney needs to do what Eric Killmonger said, Black Panthers 2018, burn it all, especially if they don't change. Yeah, they do. Do you prefer T'Challa with a long cape, short cape, or no cape? Okay, I like that question. I got a Jonathan Majors Rama Tut head scope coming. Listen, my brother doing it big. Him and D. Smith, as far as customizing action figures, my brother is customizing triathlon right now. And as I said to him, hey man, you got it. As Rick Ross, you know you got it. So definitely with that and everything like that. But T'Challa, you said long cape or short cape or no cape. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's one of the things where I sit up here like, what figure are you going to use for your Mamadou Fall bill? Oh, no, they didn't ask about the Mamadou Fall. Be real. Go on, tell them. D-Real, go D-Real. D-Real. Because I know D-Real, they did it already. Oh, man. So, and it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. Because it's a question of whether or not what I'm going to use for Mosi, Mamadou Fall. You know what? Damn it. You did ask me. No, I got a couple of Hercules action figures. I do. You asked me what I'm going to use, what action figure I'll be using for Mamadou Fall. It is, don't make me go in the box, bro. I ain't want to go in the box. I ain't want to go in the box now, but I'm gonna go in the box. We're doing it for the Rock with the Nation. We're gonna go in the box. I'm sorry. I thought when you asked me that question, I went straight to Mosi and Bashinga as far as who I was gonna be looking at, as far as like customizing. But I have two action figures with the explicit purpose of customizing for two Ancient Panthers. I just pulled out one. I'm looking for the other one. So y'all bear with me, because I don't want to do it one at a time. I bought these action figures from, I want to say I got one from eBay, and I got the other one from GameStop. Here we go. So, question on the table. What action figure are you going to use for Mamadou Fall? Rich synthetic dye, buy it, get you a pot you're not going to use anymore. You're only going to use for painting, I'm gonna say you're only gonna use it for painting. I know it's Hercules. I do. I know it's Hercules. I know. It's Hercules. It is. I get it. I get it. Those are Hercules. Me too, Kamoya. Let me see. Catch up on these notes. One of the biggest MCU weaknesses is the characters with the best villains were the ones that didn't have the rights to for the longest. Facts. Love that Kirby kit. Yes, sir. What figure are you going to? Okay, Mama Fall. So it's gonna be one of them two. It's gonna be one of them two for Mama Fall. Turning on my geek card. So apathetic by MCU Expo. This was I'm in it bit. What's going on, Mr. Ruben? What's going on? So it'll be one of them two characters, one of those two action figures that'll be used for my Mama Fall. And then I got this one right here. Yes. I know who he is. I know who that is. Yes, sir, Mr. Rubin. We in this building. I know who that is. That's not who that's gonna be. we thinking right now. It's like, Mosi or Bashinga. We got to get a headdress for him and everything like that. But that's what we're gonna do with that one. Customizing. I like Brother Voodoo. I do. I got a Brother Voodoo action figure. I do. I like Brother Voodoo. I do. But y'all know I'm a huge fan of the MCU look. It is. I am. So, what I did was, because, like I said, I like the way the MCU look. And, Brother Voodoo, he do have red in his costume. He does. So I said, well, I want an action figure that can be Brother Voodoo. I just might have to do some stuff with it. Yeah. I'm just gonna take off Jericho's head, pop that on there. I'm gonna have to repaint his hands, and then the skulls that Jericho got on his belt. Yeah, we're gonna have to get them off. I got an X-Acto knife and everything like that, so we're gonna get them off. And I got some crazy glue. Yeah. And then we're gonna put them skulls. We're gonna put them skulls right here on this belt right here. On this belt right here on this side right here. And because I got the staff and everything, and to me, that's gonna be my Jericho drum. I know y'all like Theo, you ain't got Dr. Strange. I mean, no. Theo, will you have a Dr. Strange? I know some people might feel some type of way about this, but on my earth, I got a Sorcerer Supreme. It's not Dr. Strange. It's Morgan. That's who my Sorcerer Supreme is. Jericho Drummond got his thing, and then that dude got his thing. So that's what we're doing over here. I'm putting my action figure back up. Because those of us that have action figures, the worst thing you could do is leave them around and step on them. Would you use King Grayskull for any of your figures? Yes. Either Mosi or Bashinga. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Watch this. And I'm pretty sure those that got him can relate. See, I don't believe in waiting for Hasbro to give me nothing. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, because I'm liking the fact that one of them swords is actually purple. So yeah, so this more than likely gonna be Mosi right here. That's probably gonna be my Skybreaker. Yeah. That's the little sword, little purple sword right there. Yeah, that's probably gonna be my Skybreaker. I ain't gonna overcook the grits and everything like that. I get him, and I don't know if I'm gonna see if I can commission a Mosi head sculpt and everything. D-real. That's you. D-real. Because we need that whole Panther headdress. And we need a Panther headdress for Mosi and Bashinga. That's what we need. Diabolical. So yes, that's what I'm doing with this right here. And since Mosi I'm gonna say Bashinga by and large was just walking around with his drawers on, I might let this be Bashinga and everything like this. And then this one This one be Mama Dufall. Of course, when you got, well, there's a plethora of Black Panther action figures. I'm just gonna say that. As far as Nahanda goes, Nahanda, Mr. Smith, he did a lovely Nahanda and everything like that. He took my inspiration. There is a Ember Moon. There's an Ember Moon action figure from NXT that fits the aesthetics of Nahanda beautifully. By the way, she got a hood and everything like that. So yeah, all Mr. Smith doing is just doing the repaint and everything. Come with a hood, come with a little mask and everything like that. So definitely some good work on it, everything like that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We got quite a few Black Panthers. So even Black Panthers, the articulation ain't that damn good. Like this one, I took the head sculpt off. There's no articulation in the knees, but a human head sculpt, random panther head sculpt. Now you got an ancient panther and everything like that. So yeah, but that's the game plan. That is the game plan. Wife created quite a few. I know she put them somewhere. The wife created quite a few custom flight stands herself. She took what she saw on YouTube, took what she saw from articulated comic book art book nights and everything like that. She took those pictures and yeah, wife made quite a few custom flight stands, things of that nature. So that's what we're looking at. But yeah, diabolical. Somebody MCU get some costumes right for the most part. They do. They do. They do. Listen, you just have to. I know some people say you can't find what you're looking for, but it's not a question of whether or not you can find it. The question, because you're gonna find it. You're gonna find it. The question is whether or not you're gonna pay for it. That's the question. The question is whether or not you're gonna pay for it. So listen, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Lovely, lovely evening. I didn't want to keep the show going too long, but like I said, this was truly an episode where I just wanted us to take some time and reflect on, just do some reflection, or as some people like to call it, some soul searching and everything like that, especially in regards to the character of T'Challa. My take on it is, if I want this character to succeed, I can't afford any comparisons that aren't favorable comparisons. I can't. If I want this character to succeed, like I said, this is just me. I'm only speaking for me. I can't afford for the writer to get it wrong. I can't afford. Excuse me, apologize for that. I can't afford. The character can't afford for the writer to sacrifice the story just to give everybody what they want. We're supposed to be better than that as Black Panther fans. We're supposed to want what's great. We're supposed to want what's best. That's what we're supposed to want. We're supposed to exude that. We're supposed to walk it, talk it. It is what it is. Because this is the character that you identify with. And if we know anything about T'Challa, while T'Challa would guarantee victory, he wouldn't rush to victory at the expense of Wakanda. I think we remember him cautioning Shuri on invading Atlantis because of the number of lives it would be lost. I think we remember that. But listen, that's my time. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Man, y'all go catch up, go cuddle up, do what you're going to do, catch the rest of your favorite show and everything like that. Or catch up with some of my favorite YouTubers. I think Blues Clues just dropped something and everything like that. Nico Bean with the Steam dropped a live last night. Y'all go make sure y'all get caught up on that. My brother D Real. Listen, he gonna ask a great question to y'all tomorrow. You think I had some questions? He got a good one coming tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all tune into him. Grand Madam Tarot, you know she always hit us up with some great tarot readings. I think we might get some W's and L's from Marcus and Josh tomorrow. Chill Margaret has a live on his page right now, panel discussion, where it was me, him, I believe ATL Blurred, quite a few. D-Real was on there and everything like that. So y'all can go check that out with Chill Margaret. Who am I forgetting? I don't want to forget anybody, but I feel like I am. Did I say Chill Margaret? I did say Chill Margaret. Nico Bean. I said Nico Bean. Did I say Kajico Slevin? the best monotone voice on YouTube. Did I say that? Y'all need to go check him out. Y'all need to go check him out. Yeah, I think that's about it. Planet Fanatics, all the cats. Anyway, that's my time. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, make sure before y'all go, y'all click, like, share, subscribe. Make sure we got a lot of people out there. So share the video, getting on our way to 900. Peace.